My name's Naomi. I'm from Wolverhampton and I have a 9-month-old daughter. I was breastfed with my mother. I forgot to ask how long I was actually breastfed for, but I think it was over 6 months. And then when I was pregnant, I knew that I at least wanted to try breastfeeding. So I went to all the antenatal classes, they spoke about breastfeeding, spoke about um breastfeeding support in the hospital as well if I needed it. So I was aware that there is support there. But I did say that all midwives are trained in breastfeeding as well. So when I had my daughter, I the midwife didn't actually ask about breastfeeding and stuff like that. I had to ask her to show me how to breastfeed. So she showed me. She seemed to have a decent latch, but it was maybe the day after I noticed that I was getting quite sore, so I asked for the infant supporting team to come round on the ward. So I had a woman called Diane. She was really nice. She showed me different techniques, spoke about nipple shields and stuff like that. I noticed that my nipples were deteriorating. I was also aware of the breastfeeding support groups. But I think when I had it, it was by bank holiday, so I had to wait until like a Tuesday. And then I went to the breastfeeding support group. She was probably like 2 weeks the time that I went there. So I persevered for a while. Because in the end, I think when I was going to the hospital, because you're on hospital day 5, don't you, for the weigh-in and stuff, and then you see another health visitor at day 10. So I was speaking to those professionals first. Um, and then one nipple actually just deteriorated. So they said just to stop breastfeeding on that one. So I had one full use one, and then I was pumping off the one that was deteriorated. Um, and then the time that I got to the breastfeeding support group, oh, it was like at breaking point because I didn't want both nipples to completely deteriorate. When I went to see the health visitor at the clinic, she referred me, but my referral had got lost somewhere. So literally, when I went to the breastfeeding support group, I had to self-refer for the support because because I was waiting, and obviously I didn't hear anything, so I had to go out to get that support myself. And then I had a really nice woman called Casey, and luckily for me, when I first went to the breastfeeding group, I was the only person that was there 'cause it was a new group that had started. So I had the one-to-one support, which was really needed. At that point, it was 5 days, but I think it's gone down to 4 now. Um, Across the Wolverhampton city, so I was able to go to different groups. So I went to at least 2 different groups, maybe 3. Um, And then I also, luckily for me, like when I had trouble on the weekends or I thought she wasn't getting enough milk or was worried about my latch, I was able to go back to New Cross to speak to Diana at the infant support team. So on the weekends, on the Saturday, I think I went there before, and that was able to push me through until I saw Casey again on the Tuesday. So I made it quite a regular thing. And as I said, between Diana and Casey, they were really good and giving me the knowledge and the confidence to continue breastfeeding as well. And then we've been working off the 2 since she was about 9 weeks. Staying place with other parents is probably more where I feel the most confident place just to whip it out. Like in the staying place and stuff, everyone's quite open. So I would just either stay where I am and breastfeed there, or I would go sit on a chair. If I'm out in a public area like a restaurant and stuff, I just try to be as modest as I can. But yeah, I still feed her at the table. It's not a foreign experience, so it's not any. I don't have any discomfort or anything like that. But I'm quite confident now with just feeding. If she's hungry, she needs feeding. So it doesn't matter where I am. I feel for breastfeeding, it doesn't. I feel it doesn't have a high significance being a single parent or not, because I feel regardless whether I had a partner here or not, I am the main person that feeds her. So it all lands on me anyway. As long as you've got a good support network where you're able to have a break for an hour after you know she's just been fed, I think that would be the main thing because in the middle of the night, it's always going to be the mom and the baby, isn't it? My mum and my sister was really good. So I used to just take when they did come and visit, I'd be like, she's just been fed. I'm now gonna, whether I used to, because it was a summer when I had her, I was either cutting my grass when they was here or doing laundry or watching TV in peace. So it's good to have that support just to do the normal things that you don't think about doing when you have got somebody with you. So that it's those conversations, having an adult conversation and have a longer shower because you know you someone's downstairs watching the baby. Go to as many groups as possible. Because although you can be confident and comfortable, children go through different phases. So it's good to speak to other parents about it as well. Because I find that when I had my daughter and she was feeding quite a lot or she was off kind and not feeding as much, I wanted to speak to somebody else or just it's like more reassurance for yourself as well as in that other parents go through the same thing.